Welcome to my test video. In here, we will talk about promiscuity. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Aqilasha Saika. You can call me Aqila from English-2A number 13. In this discussion, 7 points of promiscuity will be discussed, including definition, perpetrators, causes, characteristics, negative impacts, how to prevent promiscuity, then conclusion and recommendation. What is promiscuity? According to the Big Indonesian Dictionary, the word association means to establish friendship in social life, while the word free means loose or not bound. It can be concluded that promiscuity is a deep friendship-free or unattached social life. Meanwhile, according to B. Simanjuntak, who is an expert, he considers that promiscuity is a process of interaction between one person and another without being attached to rules, both laws and religious laws, and then customs. Next, we will talk about perpetrators from promiscuity. Free association is mostly done among teenagers aged 9 until 20 years. There are several causes to make promiscuity. Number 1, low self-control. Number 2, low self-awareness of adolescents against the dangers of promiscuity. Number 3, religious values then to be lacking. Number 4 is unfavorable lifestyle. Number 5, the low level of family education. Number 6, the family environment is less harmonious. And then number 7 is lack of parental attention. Number 8, peer influence. And last causes is internet influence. The characteristics of promiscuity is less responsible for the tasks that have been given, not wise in using time such as playing games until the morning, spending money for pleasure solely according to the satisfaction of lust, having casual sex, experiencing emotional stress and mental health problems, and then not respecting parents. Next characteristics of promiscuity is behaving that is detrimental to society, teenagers who smoke and drink alcohol, using illegal drugs such as drugs, get money or things you want by stealing, inappropriate and revealing clothing, and last characteristics of promiscuity is always have excessive curiosity about negative things. And then we will discuss about negative impacts from promiscuity. Point A is the risk of sexually transmitted disease. Free association can increase the risk sexually transmitted diseases such as HIV, gonorrhea, syphilis, and herpes. Point B, mental health disorders. Free association can cause health problems, mental disorders such as depression, anxiety, and stress. Point C, unplanned pregnancy. Free intercourse can increase the risk of unplanned pregnancies that can result in financial problems, emotional, and social. Point D is juvenile delinquency. Free association can trigger actions that harm others such as fighting, using drugs, and gambling. Point E, education is hampered. Free association can reduce the desire to learn, skipping school, and dropping out of school. Point F, lose relations with family. Free association can also cause the relationship between children and parents becomes tenuous. Children usually need recognition, attention and existence in the middle of the family. However, if the child has fallen into promiscuity, then he will become disobedient, not obey parents. Point G. Increasing the crime rate. To fulfill the desired needs, because elevate prestige in promiscuity, so take action crime to meet their needs. The last negative impacts from promiscuity is damage to morals. Free association among adolescents results in a process change in orientation and perspective on the phenomena of life. One of them began to disappear manners and only go along with the current trend, so that an attitude of indifference to those around them appears and becomes selfish, prioritizing self. So now, how to prevent promiscuity? Number 1 is be selective in choosing friends. The friendship environment is one of the most influential factors in shape one's character. 14th, a friend tends to be more frequent follow what his friends do. Therefore, we must be selective in choose friends and avoid associating with friends you feel you can have a bad impact. Number 2, stand free. Having a firm stance makes teenagers not easily influenced and carried away free association. You will also be braver to say no to something deviant behavior. You have no obligation to follow all your friends' invitation and can refuse it firmly if you feel that this is the case wrong. Number 3, increase positive activities. To avoid promiscuity, you can also accompany yourself with positive activities. For example, participating in organization, extracurricular activity, or pursue your hobby. By keeping yourself busy with positive things, of course, will make yourself avoid bad deeds, such as promiscuity. Number 4 is get closer to religion. All religions currently teach their people to always do good and avoid forbidden acts. Getting closer to religion will make you know what is good and what is forbidden in your religion. With that, you will stay away from bad deeds that are prohibited by religion. Number 5, remembering the service of parents. So that you do not fall into promiscuity, you should always remember your parents. The sacrifice they have made to be able to go to school so you can become a good and successful person. Every parent currently has high hopes for his sons and daughters. Then, don't come disappoint your parents. Number 6, get education about sex. Free sex is one of the free associations that teenagers often do. Lots of children who do not understand about the dangers of sex. For that, we need the role of people, parents, and adults in providing sex education with appropriate language with the child's age. The last method how to prevent promiscuity is can accept yourself as you are. The reason a teenager can enter into promiscuity is to be accepted by environment. People like this are usually people who don't have enough confidence and hard to find ways to always think positively. End up on those who will prove themselves by being free people without being bound on social norms. So one should be a person who knows how to increase self-confidence to avoid promiscuity. Before this video close, I will give conclusions and recommendations for this case. Free association refers to social behavior that involves interaction between individuals in a way that is not bound by social norms or moral values that apply in society. And then perpetrators are mostly teenagers aged 9 until 20 years. Free association can cause negative impacts on individuals and society caused by several factors. The absence of a sense of responsibility for the assigned task is one of the characteristics of promiscuity. Several solutions to overcome promiscuity include being selective in choosing friends, providing adequate sexual education, increasing positive activities, and remembering parents' service. Individuals also need to be aware of the consequence of promiscuous behavior and consider the impact it can have on themselves and others before taking inappropriate action. That's enough for our discussion about promiscuity. See you in the next My Task video.